up, you guys? What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. And today's video is going to be about what if Naruto was Izuru. So if you don't know who Izuru is, then go watch Danganronpa and you will know. But anything other than that, yeah, this guy is he's kind of a good guy in a way, or well, he was a good guy. But yeah. So it starts off with Naruto being born, as you see two kids being born. Naruto Uzumaki, and you're going to see Naruto Uzumaki as Naruto is basically, you see Naruto Uzumaki as he's being born. Kind of everything happens in canon with, Naruto and the Ninth attack, except this time, Naruto parents don't die. Hiruzen knows how to do the Reaper Death Seal because, just in case Kushina taught not just him but also Minato. I mean, she taught Minato and also, the third Hokage. So yeah. So he does the Reaper Death Seal and he seals the the Nine Tails inside of he seals the Nine Tails body inside of Menma, and he seals the soul inside Naruto. As Naruto, this is when it's been a few years as Naruto has been abused in a way. Oh yeah, instead of being two, I'm going to say it was two kids. Naruto, other than Naruto was born, it was his other sister, Mito. Yeah, Mito. She was born. So yeah, Naruto's sister was born as well. So yeah. So Mito has, the soul. No, Naruto, he doesn't have anything of the Kyuubi. Naruto only has the soul. No, I mean, Naruto, he doesn't have anything of the Kyuubi. Mito has, the soul, and Menma has the body, and that's it. And, and Mito also has, the yin half. I can't really, tell which one is, I don't remember which one is yin and yang, so yeah. I'm just going to say, yin is, I'm just going to say, Mito has the good side, Menma kind of has the bad side in a way, so yeah. Naruto doesn't have the Nine Tails at all. And Jiraiya tells them about the prophecy, and Jiraiya goes and he tells Minato about the prophecy. Minato, not thinking this avoids Naruto, he kind of abandons Naruto and tells, Menma and Mito about the prophecy, as they say, Minato kind of says that the chosen one. This is when, we go back to Minato as he's currently in his office talking with somebody, as he sees this person, as this person is saying, he wants to do experiments, but he doesn't know who he should test it on, and he doesn't want to do it on a random civilian. This is when Minato says that he can do whatever experiments on his son. As this person asks, "Are you sure? That's your kid and stuff. So and you're the Hokage." As Minato says, it's alright, it's fine. It's good. Oh yeah, and now in this, like, Naruto, he's kind of like half Uchiha in a way. Like, basically, Kushina kind of, did it with someone else, but it didn't affect, it just didn't affect Mito and, well, Menma. That's who it didn't affect. So basically, Naruto has a whole nother parent, in a way, you could say. So Naruto, being, kind of the good person that he is now, he kind of sees his parents as as kind of good people, even though they let him get beat up most of the times. So, but he's like Naruto. He's smart. He's like prodigy smart, Itachi type of smart. So yeah, he thinks like maybe they're trying to help me because Naruto thinks that he has the Kyuubi sealed inside of him, even though he has literally none of it. As as Naruto is as Naruto is being taken by some of the experiments people, well, scientists you could say, as they're saying that they're going to make him basically the ultimate weapon, as as they do as they're doing or as while they're doing the experiments, they're testing some stuff out. This is when Donzo's root agents come in, as they basically kill and destroy everything. Well, not destroy everything. They kind of break almost everything, and that's it. But yeah, Naruto, who is tied down to a table. This is when an Anbu comes, and they're saying, Naruto Uzumaki, you're coming with us. As Naruto goes with them because he thinks his dad his dad sent these people for him to live a so he can live a normal life with his mom and dad again, but that was far from what Naruto was gonna go through. As Naruto has been taken to Donzo, as Donzo is saying to what the scientist told Naruto that he's going to make Naruto an ultimate weapon. As you see Orochimaru, and he bites down on Naruto's neck, giving Naruto the curse mark. And kind of that's it. As they start doing experiments on Naruto. As Naruto, who had yellow hair, his hair, no, I'll say Naruto's dad was kind of like, he was about 25% Uchiha, but Minato didn't know. He didn't really know, so yeah. So yeah, Naruto kind of got his Uchiha half from Minato in a way. But Minato didn't know he was, a little bit Uchiha. He always thought like, oh, I'm Namikaze, that's it. So yeah, Naruto, who is now, as it has been a few years, as Naruto is now the age of 6. As they say to Naruto that the experiments that they did on him is finally complete, as they have been doing these experiments on Naruto for about a few years now, ever since Naruto was basically 3. This is when Naruto is now 6, as he is no Naruto is no, I'm gonna say they're still doing the experiments. Forget what I just said, y'all. So Naruto, who is so this is when another few years pass, as Naruto is not going to the academy. He has been with Orochimaru and Danzo for quite a while now. This is when Naruto is about the age of 10, as he's about to be 11, and this is when this is when people Naruto kind of still has his yellow hair for now. As they say, our tests are almost half done. You'll nearly be complete as the ultimate weapon, because that's kind of what all of the people of of kind of the people of, how can I say this, of Konoha think of Naruto. They think him as a demon or a weapon for them to use. As Naruto is, he just sighs as Naruto goes to basically he goes to the academy, as we do another time skip. As Naruto, as it is now 12, Naruto is heading to the academy, as Naruto looks completely different. He has black He has long black hair, red eyes. He has red eyes, and he has a black shirt on. As as Naruto walks through the classroom, as he sees Sasuke, Sakura, Ino, and basically half of what would be Konoha 12. Or, well, how can I put this? How can I put this in a way? Konoha. Hold on. So I'm basically counting minimum meter would make. So this is Konoha 16 or about 17. I don't know. Y'all. Y'all say it down in the comments down below. I don't really care. Because I am adding Junko and her sister. I forgot her name was. I'm sorry. So yeah. Naruto, who walks through the door, and I'm going to give y'all a little backstory on Junko's sister. She is kind of like prodigy. She's good at weapons, what you could say. Like, you know how Tenten's clan is, good at weapons. Yeah, like when as soon as she was born, and as soon as Junko's sister held a weapon for the first time, people were already calling her the ultimate soldier. Like, she is just that good at weapons. That's it. So yeah, so now people go. So people see, Junko as, kind of a good person, in a way you could say. But Junko is a good person. She just is always around her sister. So most people wouldn't really know. So this is where I go back to the present time, as Naruto sees the sees Konoha, well what was for what was 14, I guess, 13, but is now 14, as Naruto walks in class, as he says hello. This is when Sakura goes up to she goes up to Naruto, as Sakura says, Naruto, stop trying to look like Sasuke. As Naruto said, I'm not trying to look like emo boy. This is just how I look now. As Sakura, was trying to defend Sasuke's honor, saying, what did you just call Sasuke-kun? As he is about to hit Naruto, as Naruto dodges with swift moves, as everyone is surprised by this, as Naruto says to Sakura, if you try and hit me again, then you're going to die. Because, Naruto kind of doesn't know how to express his emotions, For his life, he's mostly been an experiment. So yeah, basically a guinea pig. So Naruto doesn't really know how to handle with other people. As Naruto then, he's basically looking at, his class, as he sees a blonde-haired girl with a teddy bear, as this teddy bear looks like it's white on one side, and it looks nice, but on the other side, it looks like it's completely evil, like it's going to do something bad. As Naruto sees that there's an empty seat right next to her, as Naruto goes ahead and sits right next to her. This is when Naruto, who is now now sitting next to Junko, as Junko, when she looked at him, she was blushing. This is when Naruto says, it's nice to meet you. I'm Naruto Uzumaki, I guess. And who are you? As I'm just going to make Junko a regular person, Now I'm going to make her an Uzumaki as well, but she won't be related to, Naruto at all. As Naruto, as Junko said, it's nice to meet you. I'm Junko Uzumaki. As, as Naruto says, it's nice to meet you, Junko. This is when, Naruto, like, Iruka has just now walked in class as he sees Naruto, as he said, hello, class, in Naruto. As Naruto says, hi, hello, Iruka-sensei. As Iruka does not hate Naruto, nor despise him in any way. Iruka is, a kind person, and he's not dumb. So, yeah. So, Naruto, who is now in class as he is playing with his hair a little bit, as Naruto says, as Iruka yells at Naruto, saying to Naruto, is my class boring to you, Naruto? As Naruto says, no, it's just, I'm a bit tired, that's all. As Iruka says, okay then when you get home, get some more sleep. As Naruto says, yeah, sure, I will. As Mito and Mema, they don't know about Naruto. They know they have an older brother. No, they know that they have a little brother, but they don't know what happened to him. That's it. And Minato and Kushina, they don't mention Naruto ever. They just don't mention him. For them, Naruto is kind of like a mystery, you could say. He's a kid that, in everyone else's mind, he doesn't exist, but in Donzo's and, Orochimaru's eye, he exists, but, he's a tool for them to use as a weapon for Konoha. And Donzo knows that Naruto is not a, Naruto knows he's not a, Donzo knows Naruto is not a host for the Kyuubi. He knows that for a fact. As this is when it's now the end of the class, as it's the end of the class, as Naruto is heading back to sorry about it. If you can hear my cousin yelling, that's just my now 4-year-old cousin, I guess. As Naruto is walking from, his house, as he sees, as Naruto is walking from the academy, as he walks past his house. No. Naruto is walking from the academy, and this is when someone calls out Naruto's name. As he sees Junko, as Naruto says, what is it, Junko? As Naruto then says, as Naruto then goes to Junko, as he says, what is it? What do you want? As Junko is stuttering in her words, as she says, would you like to go out? She doesn't say that, but she says, would you like to hang out? As Naruto says, I can't right now, Junko, I'm too busy. I'm sorry. As Naruto walks away, as Junko is kind of sad, but she gets that other people have other things to do other than to hang out. So yeah, this is when Naruto is now with Orochimaru and Donzo, as Orochimaru is finishing up some tests, as he is now done with Naruto. as Naruto is now training with Danzo. Naruto he Naruto now knows like half of basically all the jutsus in Konoha basically. Like any jutsu that you can basically already name, he probably already knows it. So yeah, Naruto is Naruto is basically, he he can name all jutsus and everything. Naruto is smart. He reads books, studies. Like Naruto was born like as an ordinary baby, but ever since he got tested on, like Naruto has been a prodigy type smart. Like when Naruto was about 3, he he already knew how the world kind of works in a way. But he wanted to play it off as a kid, seeing how he is a kid in a way. Like Naruto always learned things pretty quickly. As this is when Naruto, Naruto, ever since he got tested on, his IQ is basically over 1,000, 2,000 actually. Like you can put his IQ next to Itachi and Minato, as Naruto, he will already get all the answers right. Like he won't even have to raise, basically everyone knows Naruto is smart, but they don't know how strong he is. Because Naruto never really fought. And every time they say like for Naruto to fight, Naruto would decline or he would walk away. So yeah. So Naruto, who is now, oh yeah, and Naruto has killed people before, but that's not for now. So Naruto, who is with 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 Danzo, as he is training, as Danzo has just finished teaching Naruto his last scroll and kind of his last fighting technique that he would never really use. He would just do it. And Naruto has gotten so good at using jutsus that he won't even have to use hand signs. He just does it. That's how good Naruto is with hand signs. I mean, with jutsus. With jutsus now. As Naruto, who is with Naruto, is being congratulated by Orochimaru and Danzo for being the greatest test subject ever. As they're congratulating Naruto as they say it's time for you to go home. As Naruto says to them, like, he has nowhere to go. He doesn't have a home. Because, they basically erased Naruto's memory of him being, Minato and Kushina's son. He doesn't really know who his parents are. So basically Naruto was an orphan for half of his whole life. So yeah. So Naruto, who was with So Naruto, who is now with, his quote unquote testers and teacher as Naruto. As Naruto says to them that he has nowhere to go. This is when, Danzo explains who his parents are and what they do. And Naruto is wondering. This is when he asks them if they knew who his parents are, why didn't they come and get them? As Orochimaru says to Naruto that they did, but they just couldn't find him. As over the years, Minato and Kushina, they have gotten to realize, Naruto is kind of a good person, and it's not his fault that the Kyuubi attack happened. It's a Uchiha's fault, not the Uchihas, but a Uchiha, just one certain person who was, who didn't like Minato. As now Naruto, as Naruto is walking around, as he's thinking about Junko and what she said if she wanted to hang out, but Naruto was thinking, he doesn't know where she lives, so he'll just have to hang out with her tomorrow. but he remembers what tomorrow is, as it is the test. As Naruto, this is when, this is when Naruto, who is, sorry y'all, I just had to yawn. So yeah, Naruto, no, I'm going to pause real quick. Okay guys, I am back. So Naruto is going to his house that he kind of never really knew he had, as Naruto sees, his family eating through the window, as Naruto knocks on the door. As Kushina goes to see who it is, as she sees a long boy with black hair and red eyes, as Naruto bows down, as he says, "I'm Naruto Uzumaki, and I'm your son." Sorry about that. As, Kushina kind of starts to cry, as, as, you know, as when she looks at Naruto, she sees Minato, but this Minato has, kind of black hair, and his hair is long. As Minato, who saw Kushina crying, as, he sought to see who it was, as he sees a boy with long black hair and red eyes, as, you know, as Naruto, said that, that he's Naruto Uzumaki, and that, that that basically that's his son. As Minato starts to look at Naruto closely, as he sees his face, but Minato sees that Naruto has long black hair, as Minato was going to cry, but he kind of, he was holding back the tears, as Minato asked Naruto what happened. As Minato basically said, as Naruto said that he was tested on to be Konoha's perfect weapon, and he is. The testing is complete. What Naruto says, basically with an emotionless tone, because Naruto, he doesn't really see the point of life. So yeah, this is when Naruto says to Minato that he would like to live here and come back. As Minato welcomes Naruto with open arms, as Minato says, they were having dinner, and if you like, you can join. This is when Naruto says thank you, as he goes to sit down at the dinner table and he starts to eat. But seeing how Naruto has just came back, the dinner table was kind of, well, quiet in a way. So yeah, this is when Naruto asks, why is it so quiet? Everyone, as Minato says to Naruto, they weren't expecting him to, come back, especially now. As Naruto says, I see. So you forgot. As Minato says, no. We just, how can I say this? We weren't expecting it, that's all. As Naruto looks at them, as he says, okay then. As Naruto sees, his siblings, as he says, hello Menmo and Mito, as as sorry about that, as they say, "Hi Naruto," as they were excited that they can finally meet their little brother, because it's been a while for them, at least. As Naruto looks, he starts to look up, as he looks up, as he see how his as he looks at his, what you could say, his living condition. As Naruto then looks at his, well, family, in a way, as Naruto says, as Naruto asks why why is this place so big? They say, well, it is a pretty big place. It's for a family, at least as big as ours. As Naruto says, okay. As Naruto finished his food, as he said, I'm going to be in my room and I'm going to sleep. As Kushina gets up and says, let me show you to your room. As she shows Naruto his room, as that was a long yawn, I guess. So Naruto, who is now now in his bed asleep, as Minato and Kushina started to, they started to talk, wondering, as Minato, confessed to Kushina about, what he did, as, as ever since, that place got attacked, he has been looking for Naruto. So yeah, as Kushina was mad about it, but, but she saw, like, no, that Minato wanted to, in a way, redeem himself, so she forgave him for now. As Naruto, as Naruto, is waking up, as it is now the next day. Naruto, who sees his sister at the door, as Naruto gets up, as Naruto gets up, as he is now sitting on the bed, as he looks at his sister, as he says, if you have a question to ask me now. As she says, I'm just wondering, where have you been all this time? As Naruto says, he's been to many different places, and he has been experimented on. As Mito wants to ask what type of experiments it was, but at the same time she didn't really want to. So this is when Naruto then says, if you don't mind, I'm going to get dressed. As Mito says, oh, alright. As Mito then closed the door, as we do a little time skip, as it is now 5 minutes, as Naruto sees his family as they're eating breakfast. Well, yeah. Now Minato is reading the newspaper, and his siblings are eating breakfast. As Naruto grabs the piece of bread that had jelly on it, as Naruto is about to walk out the door, as Naruto takes out the bread that was in his mouth, as he says, if y'all don't hurry up, we're going to be late for school. Or, well, for the academy. As, as Menma, he quickly eats his toast. Toast. As he then goes out the door. This is when not Mito goes. This is when Mito runs out the door with the bread still in her mouth as Naruto, ate his breakfast pretty quickly. As when they arrive at the academy, you see a sort of tired Mito and Menma as Naruto is now walking through the class as he sees his classmates. This is when Naruto says, this is when Naruto doesn't say anything as he just goes to the back and sit next to Junko. As Junko is kind of blushing at Naruto with hearts in her eyes, as Naruto says, "Hello, Junko." As Junko says to Naruto, "Hello," she is kind of stuttering in her words. And next to Naruto's other side is her sister. She is normally sorry, y'all. So Junko's sister is she's normally kind of quiet, and she doesn't really talk to people. But yeah. But yeah, so Naruto is kind of, he's always wondering why is Junko looking at him. As Naruto isn't dumb, but he wonders why Junko is looking at him. This is when Junko says to Naruto that you're looking good today. As Naruto says thank you. This is where I'm gonna pause the video. Okay guys, I am back. So Naruto, who is who was with Junko, as he's wondering why is she always looking at him. As Naruto says, "Junko, why are you always staring at me?" As Junko says to Naruto, "It's nothing, I just find you very interesting, that's all." As Naruto says to Junko that there's nothing interesting about me. As Junko says, you're kind of wrong, there's plenty of things that's interesting, but you just don't know it yet. As Naruto is now trying to find out what does she is so interested in. Like, what's interesting about himself that she likes. As Naruto is thinking about this is when Iruka walks in the class. As Naruto says, "Hello, Iruka sensei." As Iruka says hello to you too, Naruto. So yeah guys, this is where I'm gonna kind of end off the video because I'm kind of tired right now. If you couldn't tell by my voice, it's not nighttime where I am, it's day, but it's I'm getting kind of tired after going to school. So yeah, so make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye. Oh yeah, and share this with other people, like friends or family. So yeah.